So how's the real estate market? Well, you know what? The real estate market is constantly changing. And here is a little bit of a snapshot of what happened in the city of Calgary for February of 2023. Our benchmark price sits at $530,900, which is up 1.5% year over year. The number of sales in the marketplace was 1,740, which is down by 47.2% compared to a year ago. Now, where this becomes really interesting is we saw a drop of 48.6% in new listings, where we saw only 2,389 new listings entering the market, which essentially kind of washes out the drop in sales because we do have a supply crunch here in Calgary. The average days on market for a property is 33 days, and our inventory in the overall Calgary market is sitting at 2,750 here as of March 1st, which is down 23.8%. We are sitting here with 1.58 months of supply, which means if there were no new listings entering the market, it would take us only a month and a half to basically sell the inventory. So why is this happening? Why is it that we're having, so little inventory coming onto the market? Well, there could be several factors of that, but Calgary has had the lowest February inventory in 17 years. But there's also good news to this as well. Even though we're experiencing a pullback in new listings, which is essentially balancing the pricing in the market, because if the demand continues to be where it is right now, it's actually going to be putting upward pressure on the pricing in the marketplace if we don't see a huge influx of new listings. And I do believe that the higher interest rates is actually playing a greater part in the buying decisions of the buyers in the marketplace, including the people that are looking at moving up into a new product. Why may there not be more properties hitting the market? Well, if you are a seller yourself and you need to sell that house in order to purchase, if you can't find that property that you want to move to, you are obviously going to be hesitant in putting that house up for sale. Now, please keep in mind that there are ways and strategies that we can apply that. So if you are someone who is considering making a move up, we can definitely sit down and have those discussions on some strategies that we know and use within our team. Now, some good news in the marketplace is that if you're looking at the market above 700,000 for single family detached homes, it's more of a balanced market. So if you are that family who is considering moving up into another home, you actually may be able to take advantage of the very tight market below 700,000 because there's competing offers very frequent there. We have recently sold properties at 25, 50 or 100,000 over asking. So clearly a lot of demand in the lower price points, and being that there's a balanced market above 700,000 could mean that you have more negotiating power in that segment. Now, clearly the interest rates can be playing a factor in your decision here as well. And this is where we highly encourage you to have a conversation with your mortgage lender or bank, or we would be happy to recommend one of our amazing mortgage partners to figure out a strategy that would be good for you and your family, because you may look at having a short-term fixed rate, perhaps in a year or two, where they are predicting that our interest rates are actually going to be coming down. I had some conversation with some financial advisors myself, and they anticipate that in 2024, we could start to see the interest rates back down to in and around 2.5% to 3%. Now, nobody has that crystal ball, as we all wish we did. However, speak to your financial advisor and or mortgage partner and bank to figure out a strategy that could be suitable for you to make that move in the market where we are right now. 1,740 sales and 2,389 new listings. The uptick in inventory levels was only slight over last month, and inventory is down by 23.8% overall. And we're likely to see more upward pressure on pricing in the short term if the inventory supply situation doesn't change here this spring. While February last year saw record high sales and new listings both have declined this year. New listings fell below long-term trends, although sales activity stayed stronger than long-term trends and levels for the 5-year period between 2015 and 2020. And the housing market has been challenged to move into a balanced landscape, resulting from greater upward pressure on home prices. And the sales to new listing ratio is 73%, with the supply of just under 2 months, as I addressed earlier. Apartment condominiums felt the least pain in February. The apartment condo sales did not have the same decline as other property segments due to the large part of the number of new listings coming into the market, and we gotta again stress the price point and affordability for the apartment condominiums, which is why we're seeing a very healthy market here. I'm still optimistic that the Calgary real estate market will experience an ongoing growth as other major cities diminish over the course of 2023. The date to pay attention to is March 8th, in which the Bank of Canada may announce another rate increase, although they may surprise us and just stay where they are at today. So if you have any real estate questions and would like an evaluation on your property to find out what your house is worth in today's market, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We would love the opportunity to sit down with you and interview and go through what you could potentially sell your house for. And maybe if you are looking at taking advantage of some of the opportunities in the higher price points because it's less competitive, let's sit down, have that conversation, and put together a strategy to get you into your dream home.